She's in a lot of trouble here with Iga on the forehand. Can she defend this one? I don't think so. It's going to land out. Iga Swiatek gets over the line. 6-2 in the third set. Coco has a double fault problem indeed. Yes, she's obviously someone who springs to mind as well. But yes, there we go.
Yeah. Big Yazda from Iga. I mean, this was an intense match. I think she's happy it's over.
Yeah, I think it was a challenge for her, particularly as she wasn't playing at the, let's say, the height of her powers. Even during that comeback at 6-love and 6-2, it looks like it's another classic Iga performance, but I think she's certainly got another gear or two. We were talking about polls earlier, and Gokap was wondering about his own pronunciation when I played a pun on that, and he's like, oh, are the two words pronounced differently? I was like, no, I'm just doing a lame joke. But anyway, talking of polls, we have one now on our screen in brightest and lightest Poland, and he's going to tell us what he makes of that Iga Swiatek 3-set win over Beatriz Haddad Maia.
I mean, where do we start? Of course, the first set was a little blown by her. I mean, 4-1 up. The 2 40-love leads that she had on return, and they didn't turn into anything. But I do think that Haddad Maia is obviously a pretty tricky opponent. She makes it so physical. She's a lefty. You don't really see Iga playing much against them on the tour. And that was kind of as well what I was expecting right away. But after that, I mean, it was pretty brutal, of course. She just kind of like gave Haddad Maia nothing until the end of the match. Literally nothing. Like there was nothing that she could do from start to finish in the second and third set. Which is pretty brutal because, well, you win the first and you're kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm a set to the good. You know, I'm pretty close to that upset. And yeah, I mean, after that, she just had absolutely no chance. Of course, Iga now makes the semis, gonna play Keith Jabber. Let's be honest, she's a big favorite to make the final. And after that, we'll see. I mean, have we learned much today? Probably not.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I don't think we've learned a lot. Other than that Iga is able to throw in some stinkers, if you like, even if it's for 15, 20 minutes, as she did from 4-1 up in the first set. Gokap, have you got anything to add to something that Damien just said?
I was looking at the stats, 62% second serve one for Iga. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, more than 50 on both returns, first and second. But yeah, I agree. Not a lot of more insight than what we already had for Iga.
Did Bayer... Go on, Damien. Go on.
No, I just wanted to say that, like, in matches like this, stats usually don't really mean a great deal because, well, it's such dominance in the second and third set that obviously you're going to be winning, you know, a ton of points, regardless of when they're happening, really. But yeah, what were you going to say?
Did Bayer let her off the hook a bit today, though? I think, I mean, you said there was... I don't know. I think Bayer's level was a bit messy, shall we say, during the sets 2 and 3, and maybe even at times in the first set. It didn't feel like... I was going to say it didn't feel like a complete performance, and you might say to me, well, when has ever Bayer done a complete performance against someone of that, of Iga's level? That's true. So I know there's stuff going on the other side of the net. I just think that Iga's performance today would probably have been punished by the performance I saw from Sabalenka last night and the performance I know that Elena Rybakina is capable of.
That's not comparable whatsoever. Like, it's, you know, it's totally different matchups. You cannot just throw Swiatek from today into a match like Sabalenka Rybakina when she's constantly on the back foot, constantly, well, maybe not constantly, but like, yeah, she really has to fight for that dominance on the court. I think that, you know, such comparisons are basically nonsense for the most part. And yeah, because of that, you know, we can't really judge form. So
you think because of
these matches,
the ball and the opponent and the performance she's getting on the other side of the neck means Iga sort of can't play as spectacular as she can do against the top opponent?
No, that's not at all what I was trying to say. All I'm saying is that if she was playing Sabalenka Rybakina, like that's not really a comparison that we can make, you know, because then the matchup would look very different and the form, the dynamics of play would be very different to today.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Was she spectacular here? I mean, maybe second and third set. If there was anyone who was letting the other player off the hook today, that was Iga Swiatek today in the first set, rather than Beatriz Haddad Maia later on.
Any final words from you, Cup?
No.
Fair enough. I think it's been summed up. Yeah, it's been summed up. I just wonder if maybe the Iga's focus in the first set was just gone there a little bit. She was extremely frustrated with how that first set went, and probably should have even got it back on serve at 5-4. But anyway, it doesn't matter. She did reopen her bakery that some people in the live chat were suggesting was a thing of the past in the second set, and in a way, a 6-2 set in the third as well is of a similar nature.
6-2 is like a croissant, you know. If we have a bagel, a breadstick, then a 6-2 should be like a croissant or something like that.
But I would argue that maybe a croissant is the creme de la creme of the three aforementioned pastries.
No, but bagel, bagel is pretty. Actually, it doesn't need to be. But bagel is round, right? So you got that 0. That's why it's a bagel.
Yeah, I got it.
Breadstick is 1 because it's like long.
You think a 2 looks like a croissant?
No, actually, no. But I wasn't thinking about that. But a 1, I guess, could be a breadstick or a baguette. And now we just have to find a bakery product that looks like a 2. And if I imagine how a 2 looks. Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard. It's going to be pretty hard.
I'm just hungry now.
There's a swan.
I am as well.
There's a swan. Damien, you're always hungry.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah, the swan I think, has been used before, but I don't think it's ever been turned into a sort of bakery type product. Maybe there's a cake out there that does swans, etc. Anyway, on that bombshell, thanks for dropping by, Damien, and also Gokap, thanks to enjoying this match together.
Always here to talk croissants, bagels, and breadsticks. See you.
Take care. Cheers, Gokap. Cheers, Damien. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.